Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I am back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2019. The album, Dad AF. And it's coming. It's coming. I'm gonna put me a little album out this year. Just you wait. Was in Miami with my friend Jason, and we were talking about it. He is a music producer on the side, and he was like, let's just do this thing. And I was like, let's just do it. And I'm gonna sing live. Well, you're gonna get your cassette tape, your K-Tel. So anyway, let's get into today's video. It feels so surreal to be sitting in this chair. I took some time off from posting videos on all 5 of my channels. I was gone for 12 days on vacation, and I think in that time, well, I posted a vlog on my vlog channel every day, but other than that, I think I posted maybe like 2 videos on this channel and nothing on the other channel. So it's surreal to be sitting here again, but it was a much needed break from reality, and I had a fantastic time just laying on the beach with my husband and hanging out with our good friends at Ultra Music Festival, and I met some really great new people and made some new friends, and it's just been, it's just a really good time. So thank you for allowing me to take a little break, but now I am back, and now I am ready to do the hard-hitting drama. Where'd the fan go? Anyway, I think it's time to retire the fan. So every time I say that, somebody says, no, please keep the fan. So let's talk about Lori Loughlin. Okay, so this is just a mess of trouble. If you guys don't know, where have you been living? I mean, in a cave? I don't know. So Lori Loughlin, who was on Full House as Aunt Becky in Fuller House, is the mother of Olivia Jade. Woo, I am so tired of talking about this story, but it's just so intriguing to me, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So anyway, she is the mother of Olivia Jade, who is a YouTuber who she paid to get her daughter Olivia Jade and her other daughter, I don't know what her name is, Vanessa Rhiannon. Rhiannon rings like a bell through the night, and wouldn't you love to love her? I don't know what her name is. Nobody cares about her. I mean, they don't. They just care about poor Olivia Jade because apparently her career of the world as being a YouTuber is over. Not really. She's still thriving. I have to, hold on a second, get to my articles. My receipts, Whitney. By the way, I watched the Whitney documentary while I was on vacation. Have you guys seen this? Okay. You want to talk about tea and drama? The Whitney Houston documentary, literally her family, Bobby Brown, everybody comes, hairstylists, agents, they tell the truth on Whitney Houston. And I was kind of like, this is partly sacrilegious because I love Whitney Houston. Whatever you want, but I was living for it. So if you want to know all the tea on Whitney Houston, go watch that video, or that movie. It was done very, very well. I was really impressed with it. But it does show a very dark side of Whitney that I had never seen before. And I think it shows that we, as I think viewers in the world, as people, viewers of pop culture, we buy into what is shown to us. For example, Lori Loughlin, until all of this comes out. So if you don't know what you don't know, it's not a lot. Lori Loughlin, and I think it was like 48 other parents, they paid large sums of money to get their kids into colleges. For example, Olivia Jade and her sister into the University of Southern California. And they like acted like they were rowers in the row team. And then Olivia Jade's like, I didn't know any of this was going on, and all this kind of stuff. And I've made several videos about it. But now it's time for court, okay? Everybody wants their time in court, and here she's getting her time in court. So I have been going through today trying to read some of these articles, and there's articles by the Rolling Stone, there's articles by CNN, there's articles about this. The New Yorker this weekend even did a little satire. Do you guys love the New Yorker satire? My mother back in the day, she used to get the New Yorker, and I just didn't even understand the political little things. But they did make a little funny haha joke, and they said that President Trump, that he appointed Lori Loughlin as Secretary of Education. I thought that was kind of cute. So anyway, there's all of these articles about what is going on, and I'm going to just read you this first one by CNN. It's a little bit more factual, and then I'm going to read you one from the Hollywood Life, because it goes in there and it talks a little bit more about the reality of what Lori Loughlin and her husband are facing, which at this point is pretty serious. So I do think that it's like, you know, a point of discussion that we should have at this point. A lot of people have all these opinions about what she should do, what she shouldn't do, and all this kind of stuff. I think she should be treated like the rest of the people out there. I don't know why she would be any different. The reality is, the reason why she's in the position that she's in, the reason why Felicity Huffman, who is another actress, and her husband, William H. Macy, who did the same thing, they're also now facing money laundering charges. Get ready, because I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But the reason they're in the position that they think they're in, because they are extremely entitled, and they think that money can buy them everything. And I'm starting to wonder in this world that there's a little bit of truth to that money really can buy you out of a lot. So we're going to find out and see, it's going to have a lot to do. I've said this for years. I've said this for years and years and years. When you have your day in court, that day has a lot to do with whatever happened to the judge that morning. You know what I mean? Like, if his or her coffee, like, it was good, like, if they were, like, stuck in traffic on the way in, it has a lot to do with it because they're people too. I think that Lori Loughlin's attitude through this whole thing is going to really affect the judgment. And at this point, she's, like, standing out front, taking selfies with people in front of the courthouse, and she's, like, waving and getting her hair and makeup done. Listen, gal, okay? This ain't the time. And if I had my fan in my hand right now, I would flip it, okay? This is the time for you to look a little remorseful. Like, I don't know if you have an attorney, but if I was your attorney or PR person, which you ain't hiring this one, and I understand, I would tell you, maybe look a little bit more remorseful. Maybe not do the pageant wave and look perfect and be taking selfies with your fans, okay? This is not the time. It just isn't. In fact, this would be the time to say, I'm going to do that later, but right now is not the time. Thank you for supporting me. That would be, what we would like to see. CNN, Lori Loughlin and 15 other parents hit with more charges in the college admissions scam, and this is from yesterday. Actress Lori Loughlin and 15 other wealthy parents now face an additional charge of money laundering as part of the growing college admissions scandal. The parents who were charged last month with conspiracy to commit fraud were charged on Tuesday in a superseding indictment with conspiring to launder bribes and other payments through a charity run by Rick Singer. And he's the guy that's the one that's basically getting everybody into these colleges, and he's like at the top. And I think that he's kind of selling people up the river at this point, because he is like, I am so screwed. Forget these rich folk. I don't care about them. They didn't invite me to the Chinese buffet. I never got no premieres to movie passes. Screw these rich people. Even if I am one, I don't know them, okay? I didn't even get to go on the set of Fuller House. I never met Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. I still do not understand. Why is nobody asking Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen? Prune. I mean, I just don't understand. They've asked everybody. Harry Hamlin, who'd even care about Harry Hamlin? He's the wife of now a Real Housewife of Orange County. What's that? I can't even think of her name right now, but Lisa Rinna. He's her wife and husband or whatever, who'd care? And he's got opinions about all that. I'm like, oh my God, why are we not asking Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen? I mean, they're the smartest ones out of the whole Fuller House bunch. Look, they've made billions. Let's ask them, okay? So anyway, the parents who were charged last month, it's just all of it. Do you ever just like look around and you ask yourself, what kind of world do we live in? Like seriously, what world do we live in, right? So anyway, the parents who were charged last month with conspiracy to commit fraud were charged on Tuesday in a superseding indictment with conspiring to launder bribes and other payments to a charity run by Rick Singer, the mastermind of the scam, as well as by transferring money into the United States to promote the fraud, prosecutors said. Loughlin and her husband, fashion designer Massimo Giannoli, are accused of paying $500,000 to Singer's fake charity to get their two daughters into the University of Southern California as new recruits, even though the daughters did not participate in the sport. They're talking about rowing. The couple appeared last week in federal court in Boston, but they have not publicly indicated how they plan to plead. And this is the issue, okay, is that a lot of these parents are pleading guilty and taking plea deals. Felicity Huffman is one of them. We're going to talk about it in just a second. And Lori Loughlin's like, nope, no, I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Girl, you are going down. You do not want to, okay, how do you get a jury of your peers, seriously, in a situation like this, okay? Are you going to call up Steven Spielberg and all of these other people and Julia Roberts and who already came for you, right? Are you going to have them up there as a jury? I mean, how do we truly get a jury of your peers for somebody like Lori Loughlin who feels like she is so far above the system that it does not apply to her whatsoever? And that is really what she's saying. And I think the really disgusting thing about all of this isn't the fact of what she did, which I think is horrible. She took spaces for other kids that had worked really, really hard to get into college. You know, and just that entitlement of this whole situation and the family and the kids and all of it. And, you know, I do kind of give Olivia Jade and her sister a little bit of a pass because they're younger, but don't act like you didn't know what was going on, okay? To come out and say, yeah, I knew what was going on, what kid wouldn't take this opportunity, and I feel horrible about it now, maybe that's the attitude to take, but to act like you didn't know none of this was going on, no, man. Listen, when I was 17 years old, I was filling out my own college applications. Not very well, and I didn't get into anywhere that I really wanted to go because I didn't have the grades, and my dad wasn't willing to pay $500,000 for it, see? But now, if he had come to me and he had said, hey, listen, I'm going to get you into whatever college of your choice that you want to go to, which I don't even know that I would have had a college of my choice. I would have just been like, can you just get me a degree? I mean, if you're going to pay for me to get into college, can you just pay for me to get a degree? Because I didn't want to have to fake like I was playing tennis or hockey or football. Nobody would have bought that I was playing football anyway. I don't even know. I don't understand that game. Touchdown. I don't know. But anyway, so I don't know if they would have like said I was playing football for UCLA. Who'd believe that any day? But you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm sure I would have gone along with it, right? But I would have known what was going on. I would have known what the gig was. Okay, if somebody would have asked me, I'd been like, no, ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about. Who, me? I play football for UCLA all day, tight end. So, you know what I mean? Like, listen, I would have gone along with it. I would have, okay? But let's not play stupid, okay? I give her a little bit of credit that she's younger and her sister's younger. I understand that. But to act completely like you had no idea that any of this was going on, no, ma'am. In the United States of America, 18-year-olds can serve in the military. Thank you for your service. Thank your families for allowing you to serve. There are youngsters that are going over in the young men and women that are going over and serving and giving their lives, okay? And we're granting this girl the fact that she just had completely no idea that she was never a rower, but she got into USC for being a rower. No, she ain't that dumb. She's written her name down on contracts for Sephora, okay? She knows how to do that. So let's just keep it real. All right, so anyway, let's go on and read what the rest of the article says in here. Related article, prosecutors want prison time for Felicity Huffman and other parents who pleaded guilty in college admission scam. In addition, okay, and then they list all of the parents' names who are charged in this thing. They're all so rich, I don't know them, okay? I don't know who any of these people are, okay? 33 wealthy parents were among 50 people arrested last month in a sprawling investigation that officials dubbed Operation Varsity Blues. Oh my God. Did you see that movie back in the day with James Van Der Beek? That was such a bad movie. But I had so many of my girlfriends. I can't say this. The other day in a vlog, I said something about win a date with Tad Hamilton, and I said it was such a bad video. Did I say it on here? Did I say it? I don't know. But so many people were like, that is one of their favorite movies. No, that's a horrible movie. And so is Varsity Blues. Except for that one part when he's like, can I ask you a question or whatever, and he's mooning somebody. That's the only funny part in the whole movie. Okay, anyway, 33 wealthy parents were Operation, I don't need to reread these parts. Operation Varsity Blues. Prosecutors said the parents used their wealth to cheat on standardized tests for their children and bribe college administrators and coaches who had say over who was admitted. Why are those coaches not being held responsible as well? I think they should be. The added charge, and maybe they are, and I don't know because I'm not there yet. The added charges come just a day after 13 other parents, including actress Felicity Huffman, and one coach, I guess coaches agreed to plead guilty in the case. Huffman, the former star of Desperate Housewives, pleaded guilty to paying $15,000 to the charity known as Key Worldwide Foundation. Did I ever donate any? No. To facilitate cheating for her daughter on the SATs, the complaint said. In a statement, she expressed deep regret and shame over what I have done. She has a plea hearing set for May 24th in federal court in Boston, prosecutors said on Twitter. Mounting troubles for Loughlin. The money laundering charge is another blow for Loughlin, the Full House actress who was dropped by the Hallmark Channel and other brands in the wake of last month's charges. Sephora also ended a makeup partnership with her daughter, the social media influencer Olivia Jade, who is a student at USC. Laughlin's daughters were recruited to USC as coxswains, the crew member responsible for steering, even though they did not competitively or otherwise participate in crew. The criminal complaint says she and her husband even sent Singer photos of each daughter on an ergometer, the rowing machine. The complaint, I mean, this is really contrived, right? I want to thank you again for your great work with our older daughter. She is very excited, and both Lori and I are very appreciative of your efforts and result, Gianelli allegedly wrote in an email to Singer that is included in the complaint. Also on Tuesday, attorneys representing some of the parents charged in the superseding indictment filed a letter with the U.S. District Court Chief, judge, stating prosecutors were engaging in judge shopping, and this is what I was talking about before, because we want to get the right judge. We want to get the right judge so that these people are treated just the same as everybody else. Because why? Because it's the right thing to do, but two, because they haven't been treated in the world like everybody else, and they've been taught that money can buy you out of everything, and it's not the truth. Well, sometimes it is, but that's screwed up, don't you think? The letter said that their client shouldn't be included in the same indictment as David Sidhu, another parent charged last month with conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud. The attorneys charged charge that the move to include them in one indictment along with him is a maneuver by the U.S. Attorney's Office to evade the random assignment of judges, citing that none of their clients have connections to or have any business with Sidhu. The attorneys say the prosecutors plan to join their clients in the Sidhu indictment is a clear form of judge shopping. Oh, okay. So anyway, let's get into Hollywood life. That CNN stuff, Lord, sometimes it's too deep for me, but I do love that Anderson Cooper. Isn't he so good looking? Oh my God. Okay. Lori Loughlin and Loughlin facing 2 years of prison minimum if they plead guilty like Felicity Huffman. This is more my speed, okay? Lori Loughlin and her husband, Massimo Gianelli, were offered a plea deal in the Operation Varsity Blues scandal, but if they accept, they could spend at least 2 years behind bars, according to a new report. The public is still waiting to find out if Lori Loughlin will follow in Felicity Huffman's footsteps and accept a plea deal for her alleged involvement in the college admissions bribery scandal. While Felicity is expected to serve as little as 4 months in prison for pleading guilty to the charges against her, Lori and her husband, Massimo Gianelli, face much higher charges because of the amount, $500,000, they allegedly paid a USC crew coach to get their daughters, Isabella and, oh, there's her name, Isabella Rossellini. What happened to her? I love her so much. And Olivia Jade on the team, according to TMZ. Hey, TMZ. The site reports that his higher payment means Lori and Massimo's plea deal will be a minimum prison sentence of 2 to 2.5 years. Oh my God, that's like 4.5 seasons of Full House that she's gonna miss out. What are they gonna say about Aunt Becky? Oh my Lord, where did Aunt Becky go? Oh, poor thing. That TV show's done. Now they're gonna have to bring in Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, and I swear to God, if they do, that is the prediction of the world, because every one of my predictions that I made in 2019, listen, I said this year Tyler Oakley was gonna have a comeback, and he just announced he's gonna be in the next season of Amazing Race for the second time with his friend Corey Cole, who I do think is cute. So anyway, my predictions come true. Now watch, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, they're gonna be on Fuller House. Just get ready, because they gotta replace Lori Loughlin. 50 people have been charged in this lawsuit, which has been nicknamed Operation Varsity Blues, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but all about Felicity Huffman. She's so sad. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Girl, where were your tears when you were doing it? Are you telling me a grown adult that writes a check for $12,000, she don't know that when she's helping her child cheat on the SATs, that you don't know there's something wrong with that? I ain't buying it, no, okay? No way. No way I'm not that stupid, okay? Oh, so sorry. Maybe you get it now, okay? I do believe that we have to fall on our face to get back up. I do believe that we have to learn some things as we're going through them. I do. So maybe she's learning a little bit. Lori Loughlin, no, girl, she's wanting for some more selfies. Felicity allegedly paid now it's $15,000, okay? Well, you know what? Fact check. Which was designed as a charitable donation that goes in here about all these people. Look at her. Oh, Lori Loughlin. She looks good with her husband. Altogether, it's suspected that the accused parents paid more than $25 million in bribes to get their children into some of the country's most elite universities. Lori and the remaining parents who have yet to accept a plea deal are reportedly being urged by prosecutors to do so quickly, according to TMZ. The site claims that if these other defendants don't plead guilty soon, new charges will be added that will increase their possible prison time. The remaining defendants have reportedly all been given individual plea deals that are based off the amount of money they allegedly paid in bribes. Girl, listen, okay, 2 things I would have said. Is that singer dude, Brian Berry, who? I don't know her, okay? I don't go to the Chinese buffet with her. Thank God, okay? But listen, she should have taken that $25 million and gone to Grand Cayman, okay? She should have got straight up out of the country. She don't watch none of those true crime movies. She just don't, okay? Because that's what she should have done all day long. Number 2, Lori, take the plea deal, okay? Gal, listen. 4 months ain't nothing. Good behavior. You'll be out of there in a week. That's how they treat movie stars in the world today, okay? Don't be sitting here and going to a trial. You just don't want to. Trust me on this. If you go to trial, you are screwed, okay? And then they're going to have to do another season of Orange is the New Black and cast you, I guess. I don't know. This whole thing to me is just so ridiculously sad, and it's just the entitlement and the privilege of all of this is just unbelievable to me, okay? And they probably all thought that all they were going to have to do was just pay some settlement to get out of it. But this video has gone on way too long, and listen, I don't care that much, but I will be following up and making more videos about this because it is kind of interesting to me, and I do want to see what's going to happen with this, okay? So do you think, put it in the comment section below, do you think they'll go to jail, or do you think they will not go to jail? My gut is telling me Aunt Becky, she's going to jail. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for allowing me to come back. Of course I'm back, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.